Hello everyone, how are you today? Today we are going to make the best cigar in the world, but you can do it at home. The first thing that you need to make the best cigar are the ingredients. Of course, we will need the best tobacco for it. Yes, well fermented tobacco like this. Second, you will need knife. Usually they will use cevada, but in this case, if you don't have it just like me, you can use a knife just like this. Sometimes you will need scissor also, and we will need natural starch glue. You can watch my video on how to make it. Water sprayer to spray the wrapper of the cigar. And the last one, you will need a wood table like this to roll the cigar. Look at this tobacco. This is very well fermented tobacco. It smells really sweet from here. Beautiful. Because when I ferment the tobacco in one place like this, I have to separate all the parts of the cigar from the wrapper, binder, and then filler. And what are those things? Here you can see it in the picture. This picture shows the component of cigars. You can sort the tobacco like this to make each component of the cigars from the wrapper, binder, and filler. And sometimes when the tobacco is too dry, you have to spray it like this. I'm going to use this as a wrapper, this as a filler. To make the best cigars, you have to select the best fillers, because the taste of the cigars will depend more on the filler rather than the wrapper and the binder. We will have to separate the leaves from the main stem. So this is it, the tobacco without the middle stem, perfect for filler. After that, put the filler like this in the wood table. We have to roll it to make the pillars stick together. We roll it in one way like this. After you shape it like this, take your knife and cut the end of the tobacco like this and then put it back in the middle, so the amount of the tobacco will be balanced on each side. Roll it again a little to make it stick together. It doesn't need to be perfect. The purpose of this is just to make the filler stick together. Now we will have to choose a binder from this tobacco. It's okay to have a binder with a lot of hole, because in the end we will fill that hole with a wrapper. We will separate the leaves from the main stem first. Nice, we got them. Now we will have to combine them together with a starch glue. We just need a little glue over here and there to make it stick together well. That's it, easy right? The purpose of this is just to bind the tobacco or the filler so they stick together. That's why they call it binder. And then take the filler and put it in the binder. We will have to roll it again. And one tips to make the best cigar is that you have to consider the airflow. Because when you roll it too tight, when you smoke it, the smoke will not come out because the airflow is too tight. So you will have to smoke it really hard, and that's not a pleasant experience. Done. It doesn't need to be perfect, because the function of the binder is just to bind the tobacco. Roll it again until it looks straight like this. Now we will have to use the wrapper. We have to choose the tobacco with no hole, and we will have to cut the main stem again like before, but it's a bit different over here because we have to cut the both of the side. Now we have a binder for our cigar. I have to cut a lot of binder over here because I don't have big tobacco leaves for the wrapper. So it's small, I have to cut it a lot, and then I have to bind the cigar multiple times. If you're done with it, put this cigar on the binder like this. Add a little glue over there so it will bind together. And then just roll it. Put your hand on the binder so it will spread like this, and just roll slowly. And if you're done, put a little glue again to seal it. Turn around the cigar and wrap it again with a wrapper. We will have to use another wrapper for this to make it look beauty, you know, because we don't have big tobacco leaves to wrap all of that, so I have to wrap it multiple times. Maybe in this case I will wrap it 4 times. Roll it again little bit to make the cigar straight. We have to choose good wrapper without hole in here because that's for the outer layer to make the cigar looks beautiful. And then we have to wrap the cigar again. And we continue to wrap it with another wrapper. Because our third wrapper is not too long, we have to continue it using 4th wrapper. Seal it using little cigar glue. Now it's done and it looks beautiful. One thing that you can remember when you make a cigar by your own at home, it doesn't need to be perfect. Do you know Italian cigar? It looks bad. But in my humble opinion, cigar is about taste and experience. It's not about the appearance of the cigar. When you taste the cigar, try to close your eyes and then taste it to determine the taste of the cigar. Is that good or no? Next step, when you roll it until it becomes like this, you have to swirl it like this to close each of the end of the cigar. It's not complete yet, but it's beautiful already. We will have to cut the both side of it to determine where is the cap and then where is the top. The final step is to make the cap, and this one is optional. You don't have to make a cap if you don't want to, but in this case, in this video, I will make it, just to show you how to make it. Just take a little part of the tobacco leaves in there to make the cap. Usually the shape of the cap is a circle, and put that little tobacco leaf on side that you determine will be a cap. Don't forget to add glue also on it. Shape it until it becomes nice cap over there. It's actually easy, just need a little practice and you will be good at it at no time. And yeah, it's done. Let's look closer at the cap. We done with all of the steps and now we create the most beautiful handmade cigar. All you have to do is to ferment it again or to dry it for about 1 week. After you dry it well, but it's not too dry, you can enjoy it. I hope this video is useful for you. Thanks for watching. See you later.